up, Internet? What's going on? Happy to be back from another glorious winter break where a lot of things have happened. So let's jump into things. So first things first, let's talk about what's going on in the aquarium shop, in the fish room, whatever you want to call it. I would say that it has been neglected, not necessarily neglected water change wise. I've just been flipping water, and that's pretty much it, feeding shrimp and doing those kinds of things. I haven't really been doing anything extensive except for during the Christmas break. I built some new aquarium stands and a few other things for my lady for Christmas, and we'll be highlighting those in a different video. Although trimming, I haven't been doing really any trimming to the 180 or even the 240 at all. I've just been letting them grow and just letting things happen as they're going to happen. And I've seen some positivity, more negativity than positive growth. Well, I mean, things are growing. They're just growing in the wrong place. They're growing the wrong way. You know, the Sterigene repens is just being a bitch is normal, and doing weird stuff, which ultimately is fine. I'm pretty happy with things like the Bulbitis just growing crazy, and the cryptocorn down here at the bottom has been growing pretty prolifically and doing stuff that you know, that's more or less expected out of it, and it's spreading, and that's kind of what I want. But let's get into some of the nitty-gritty reason why I have been on winter break. And this is big news. It's big, huge news, so hold on to your butts. We're going... Victoria and myself are attempting to purchase a home in Tacoma, Washington. So those of you in the South End, we will most likely be arriving there fairly soon. All of this will be happening in a little over a month's time if the rest of the inspections and things go the way that we expect them to go. And I'm pretty excited about it. We probably went to, 30 or 35 different properties or something like that. I don't know. The list started getting really out of hand of places to go. We finally settled on a place that we really liked, and we'll be moving forward with that. Now, the reason why that's really exciting is the current place that we live at is a rental. So when we make decisions on stuff that we're going to do or not going to do, we have to take into consideration what can be permanent, what can't be permanent, and we really have to take into consideration the owners of the property here when doing projects and things that we got going. We're not allowed to just kick down walls and do whatever we want and remodel or this or move plumbing or move electrical or that kind of stuff. But we are going to be able to do that with our own property, which is very exciting, and we're really looking forward to the opportunity to be doing a ton of projects this year. With the timeline that we have going, we'll be able to, do a lot of the farming projects and stuff that we want to do. The property actually is a double lot, so we do have a fair bit of land while still being in the city. So we're going to be able to do a lot of the urban farming projects that we're looking forward to, and we will be highlighting those with the new Canon 80D, which is what this video is shot in. 60 frames. We're basically shooting 60 frames a second instead of 30. It's 59.9 instead of 29.98 or whatever. But basically, just layman's terms, 30 frames a second or 60 frames. We're now shooting 60 frames a second, which is pretty nice. And we can also do a lot more time-lapse stuff, bigger shots. I can use bigger lenses. And the overall video quality is very exciting, and I've been working with this camera a fair bit to learn the ins and outs, because I will say that the upgrade from the SL1 to the 80D has been significant in regards to the differences between the camera. Even though they're both Canons, it has been a lot to do that, and I've been taking the opportunity of the time off from making YouTube videos to work on that kind of stuff and just get some kind of artsy-fartsy shots, which is sort of like this whole video is just kind of panning around and filtering the video and doing that kind of stuff. I've just been working on a lot of that. Another part of the opportunity that is coming up, we're going to be able to have a studio space in the new house if this works out. we'll actually be having a dedicated studio space where we'll be able to be doing a podcast and also live stream for fish tank stuff, Q&A and whatnot, which has been an issue ongoing here in the house that we live in. We just don't have enough space to be able to dedicate rooms to that kind of stuff, but we are looking forward to being able to do that. And so there's going to be a lot more content coming up this year in 2017, which I'm really excited to be doing. And really excited and looking forward to being able to, do more construction projects that are for Victoria and I and the potential of our family moving forward. So I'm pretty stoked on the whole situation, and it has been we had a great New Year's, we had a great Christmas, we had a lot of fun. We haven't really been vacationing or anything, as most of our time has been sucked up by buying a property is pretty much what we've been doing. Anybody that's been through that process will know that it is very lengthy. You have to go through a lot of stuff to get to a point where you know that you're confident with something that you're doing. And in 2017, it's not as loosey-goosey as it was in, say, 2000, that you just get approved for a loan and you're able to just go ahead and purchase something. Nowadays, like the appraisal is all independent. It's no longer involved with the actual loan officer and that kind of stuff. So it is a fairly lengthy process, especially if you don't have a ton of cash. If you're somebody that are cash buying, you don't have to really go through this. You just find something you like and throw cash at it, which is not the situation I'm in. But we have been doing a ton of projects gearing up for this, this eventual move and things that are going on. So it has been a really good time. Everyone got sick. Everyone has been sick. So I think everyone's just worn down from all of the craziness of 2016, the winding down, with like the election cycle and all this crazy stuff. And then this crazy flu bug went around, and I don't know if it went around the rest of the country, because I can't really find any articles on it, because when you look up influenza, it just says that it was out of control throughout the United States. But in Seattle, it was an epidemic, and everybody's got it, and it's been going around and going around and going around. So everybody out there, take some vitamin C, because that has been the one contiguous thing that's been going on. This week, it snowed in Seattle. So I actually was planning on getting this out on the 7th, but we're putting it up on the 9th due to the fact that it has snowmageddon in Seattle, which it just rarely ever does that. It normally just snows and doesn't accumulate once a year or whatever. But that's really what's been going on as far as my life stuff and the fish tank stuff. As you can see, things have just kind of been overgrown, untrimmed, and all that. But I'm going to be doing some trimming videos and replanting with this, and starting to go over the preparations of moving the gigantic fish tanks that I do have. And most likely, I have a good idea with some things that are coming up, but we'll see. And then over this week, I'll be highlighting the new Vicky's new fish tank, along with the stand builds and some other stuff that's going on in the shop. We'll just be kind of highlighting that. I think the last video that I posted up, I talked about y'all supporting the channel, and I got some feedback from some people that they don't want to necessarily chip in $1 or $5 or subscribe in that way, which is fantastic. I totally appreciate your feedback. Whatever it is, go ahead and throw it in. If you want to troll, I don't care. But positive feedback is more fun. Well thought out feedback is more fun also. But here's the thing that you can do to support the channel and the stuff that we're working on here, that will help purchase supplies and those kinds of things. Go to darkstararts.com, where I have some of my art and some of my writing posted up there. More importantly, we have the Amazon banner. Click on the Amazon link, go there, buy whatever it is that you want to buy, like toilet paper or whatever, and they kick back a little bit of advertising. But that's it for today. All right, later.